I heard that you assisted the Mughals in opening their shop. It's said that Mughal metals, their unique currency, is imbued with a preternatural power to lift one's spirits. Perhaps collecting these metals and delivering them to the Mughals will bring us that much closer to a planet replete with joy and laughter.
Yeah, I might have to watch the game on Monday, Austin. And it's not often I would say that. No, the hockey game on Monday, I might have to watch it, and I'm saying it's not often that I say that.
Yeah. I was being serious.
Moving on then.
I'm done with sports until 2030. Because realistically, what in the fuck do I possibly have to look forward to? Exactly.
Tua will play better after he gets paid, because that's how it works. He'll feel more relaxed now that he's a billionaire.
Now that he has his own fucking space station, for real.
That's over.
If we lose on Monday, even though I don't care about hockey, I will have no choice but to acknowledge that this is the darkest year in the history of Miami sports. And it's like, you gotta just call it a fucking day after that one.
No, Bobby, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't seen any Byron. I don't think I follow Byron Murphy on Insta.
Come on.
Hey.
I think he may be referring to the Eagles linebacker that got ran down by a naked prostitute that he refused to pay. I think Byron Murphy had the same thing happen.
That's it.
Why not?
Calling ice.
That wasn't so bad.
My Explorer window on X is recommending me. It is the 20th anniversary of the movie White Chicks. Fans still crack up. I don't think anybody's cracking up at White Chicks. I find that hard to believe.
Not like this. That's it.
It's like I always say, man. When you want to make something great, just make something terrible and then wait 20 years. Everybody will think it was like some kind of
Let's do this.
postmodern masterpiece that just wasn't understood by its contemporaries at the time. Keeps fucking happening.
Ready?
Let me at him.
That's that. Good timing.
Gotcha.
That's enough!
Get him.
Yeah, I saw it on X Adventure.
Oh, right.
Mariners player hit a home run at his rehab start in Tacoma.
Nice.
Allow me.
Okay, we get fired.
Feel the heat. Ha! Bring it. There. Gotcha. Come on.
With me.
Cool.
Nice.
I am so tired of different people
Just like that, okay?
trying to be like, you guys don't understand. The Alphabet Squad, you know, the LGBT, they're the real fascists. They're the real, you know, whatever. And I'm all like, dude, fucking stop.
Yeah, it's a tired narrative. It is. But it ain't going
It just
nowhere.
makes me think of that the old Stone Talk comic, you know, with the fucking the GOP's elephant, you know, 50 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
Neo-Leninists are the real transphobe. It's like, really?
Like, we know you don't have to keep saying it.
You ready to rub it in?
Not that interesting.
That deserves a round of applause.
Yeah, the fact that we couldn't see it coming with Hanniger is really frustrating. Like, he obviously was only supposed to play like 4 times a week.
You're gonna love this one. Go for the
Now, I don't know, Austin. I have no idea what to expect.
and now, what you've all been waiting for. Did you see me fighting?
So, anything interesting happened for you today?
No, I just did a lot of paperwork. Filled out and
All right. This one's a showstopper.
filed a lot of paperwork.
Always good to get out of the way. Always feels good to get it out of the way.
Just a fortune teller.
I'm just hoping I can actually get to work tomorrow and that I don't get no more fucking shenanigans.
So far, it seems like that might be okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, did you see this? This happened like an hour ago. I'll send this to you.
to the This Black Cat spells bad luck for you.
Well, did he successfully check that swing, or would it have been called a strike?
I'm not sure, but
A 5-star performance.
Because if he successfully checked that swing, then it would have been a walk anyway. However, I understand the point, which is fuck the pitch clock, fuck appealing to casual audiences and all this kind of shit. I especially hate changes that fuck with pitching. Like, sure, you can sit there and say that some shit is egregious, but it's literally the bottom of the ninth, the bases are loaded, the game is tied. This pitch has the game on the line. You cannot fucking have a pitch clock at that point.
absolutely brutal. Like, imagine going to that game as a fan of the Nationals and seeing the game end like that. How empty you'd feel inside. Oh shit. There are 22 players left and Helmuth is now 4th in chips. He just eliminated Calvin Anderson. A player that I actually know a little bit. Alright. He might actually make the final table here. It's gonna go quickly.
Get him!
Good for him.
That's it! Go on!
No escape.
Gotcha! There! Bring it!
What the fuck? Oh man, that's hilarious. This guy posted a screenshot of text that he had with his boss. It says, it turns out my boss is low IQ and is unable to comprehend conditional statements. They should probably put me in charge instead. So like, I'm sure you can follow and sympathize with this kind of stuff. Hey, assuming that this person will be late today, do you want me to wait here until they arrive in case the 5:30 comes in early?
Go on!
Boss says, did he tell you that he will be late? Guy says, no, I'm just assuming because he often is. It's not a problem either way, I just wanted to check with you. Boss says, usually he texts me if he is running late. Guy says, for sure, I'm not saying he's gonna be late, I'm just asking if he is, do you want me to wait until he gets here? Boss says, hypothetically, I don't know, as he didn't say anything about being late today. Guy says, but could you imagine? And then tell me what you wanted me to do in that scenario? I'm not trying to be difficult, I'm literally just asking you a question. And the boss is like, how can I give you an answer to your question whether he's going to be later on time? I can't predict that, I'm sorry, the only way to know that is if he informs me. It's very simple. And I'm like,
Still in it.
how the fuck is this person in charge? He's actually retarded.
Well, it's like that concept of the pointy-haired boss, right? You're familiar with the pointy-haired boss concept, correct?
I thought you said the pointy-eared boss.
No, pointy-haired
Pointy-haired boss, no.
It's basically it's Dilbert. Basically, the idea is somebody gets kicked upstairs, which is basically they're not competent enough to do anything, so they get put into a management role above everyone else, so they can just tell people to do stuff because they themselves cannot do it.
Makes sense.
That's why often people who are
Oh,
incompetent.
that explains everything completely. I kept reading the comments that the OP was making, establishing context to people asking for it, and he offhandedly mentioned that his boss was a woman, and I was like, yeah, Yeah.
I got your number.
Good grief.
They were a mistake.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny as I'm reading this. I'm like, wow, it actually happened in the wild.
Wow. So the Nationals closer, the guy who had the walk-off pitch clock violation, leads the league with 8 pitch clock violations. So he's constantly tripping it.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna get sent down to AAA.
Get him!
As a
I mean,
pitcher,
if
every time, you know how batters used to rush the mound? As a pitcher, every time I get hit with a pitch clock violation, I would rush the plate.
that's right. The reverse of charging the mound, charging the ump.
That's it!
Oh, man. Honestly, I hope that never happens, because if any ump ever deserves to get charged at, it's fucking Angel Hernandez, and now that he's retired, I don't want someone else to be the first one.
I mean, umps are still pretty bad, with or without Angel.
No more
Very
playing
true.
nice.
He just made a very convenient, like, lightning rod for that kind of attention.
You're as good as dead.
And now everyone's hyper focused on, okay, who's going to be the next worst umpire. I would still play sports games and, like,
Freeze!
watch clips from, like, you know, like stuff on Twitter and John Boy and stuff, but I would just stop following sports and give up on my teams.
You could become a sports atheist.
I'm in!
I don't know. I'd much rather be sports agnostic because, you know, I'm open to the possibility that my team's actually
To the limit and beyond!
But you acknowledge it cannot be proven.
Let's finish this!
Well, that's the funny thing, you know, is like if the Panthers win Game 7, then it doesn't matter. And more importantly is this, they'll be the final Miami team in the Big Four sports that needed to win a championship, because they don't have one. The Dolphins haven't won since the 70s, but at least they have a Super Bowl. The Marlins haven't won in fucking 20 years, but at least they've got 2. The Heat have been outstanding ever since Pat Riley showed up. So, you know, you're not going to be hurting too much in that regard. But that Stanley Cup was just the last thing that was missing. And if they choke this and become only the second team in the history of the Stanley Cup and the first team in 80 years to choke a 3-0 lead, and like regardless of whether or not they even win, a Miami sports team in consecutive years back to back had a 3-0 lead in the series and then ended up in a Game 7.
Something about that just ain't right.
Exactly. The only thing I could say in terms of trying to explain this is that the NBA Finals ended so quickly, and it looks like the Stanley Cup Finals was about to end so quickly also, that, you know, all the powers that be, the Grid Initiative, are like, okay, we got to get this to Game 7 or it's like, it's all nuts.
I read a fun story today. So one year, the Cincinnati Reds and the Oakland Athletics were playing in the World Series, and the Reds won in a sweep. And the owner of the Reds, Marge Schott, who was also famously a Hitler sympathizer, was upset because she wanted the extra revenue from Game 5 if they had not swept. So she refused to pay for a victory parade, and the team ended up celebrating themselves by just going out and eating burgers somewhere.
That's hilarious. And also, ironically, the most Jewish thing that I've heard of an anti-Semite ever doing.
Yeah, I mean,
That genuinely sounds like something that Mickey would do. Like, if we actually won last year, Mickey'd be like, well, guys, you know, I'm happy for you, but the parades ain't cheap.
mhm.
Oh my god.
I got this. What the?
If I remember correctly, and this is why I complain about all the time, is that Mickey sold his stake in American Airlines because he wanted to go all in on his cruise business. And COVID killed that shit dead, so he had to file for bankruptcy and the business shut down. So like he's not exactly poor or anything, but his only source of revenue generation now is the Miami Heat franchise that he owns. And if I remember correctly, this makes him the only owner of a basketball team in the entire league where that's his only source of income. Is just the team.
Yeah, that is a pretty precarious spot.
Gotta be smart.
Because like Miami doesn't have like a tiny payroll, and Mickey is willing to pay guys. He's just been paying the wrong guys, but it's not his fault because he signs the checks. You know, it's up to Pat to get the right guys signing and everything. But
Give him your all.
when it comes down to the accusations of him being cheap, it's hard to disagree with that when you factor in that genuinely he's, compared to every other owner, he's definitely the most poverty-ridden.
Yeah,
All he's got is the team,
he's turned into Al Davis.
pretty much. Because I have been trying to tell other Heat fans, you know, so everyone's like, Mickey's cheap, and it's all like, well, you know, I do agree with you that I think he's had plenty of times where he's cheaped out before. You know, I'm not going to disagree with that. But we have $60 million in cap space that we cut down between Barry Roser and Tyler Hero. So if instead that $60 million, instead of those two useless fucking guys, was going to, you know, one of the stars that people are talking about, like, oh man, you know, imagine if we had, you know, any other star to put alongside Jimmy.
Couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah, that's the fucking supermax you could hand out to somebody
Cool off.
instead of those two useless fucking guys.
Go on.
The problem's not that he's not paying people, it's that he's not paying the right people.
Can't afford to make mistakes.
Right. Which means roster issues aren't because we're not paying guys, it's because we're not getting the right guys, and that just inevitably comes back down to Pat. It's easy to Monday morning quarterback the whole Tyler Hero thing, but I really think that with the upside that he had at the time, it, you know, because what are the odds that a guy peaked when he's 21, you know?
Gotta dig
You
deep
want
for
to
this
sit there and
one.
say, yeah, that looks like it's a pretty good investment. And, you know, it easily could have been. It wasn't, but hard to blame him. But $30 million on Terry Rozier, who, to be fair,
them
we
with
weren't the
your
ones who
love
signed
and
that
grace.
contract. We just traded for him, and it makes sense, you know, dumping Lowry's contract.
Get him. That's it.
Basically, Lowry for Rozier straight up, but it's like,
I'll put you on ice.
how the fuck is this guy making $30 million a year?
And catch. This one's for you. Feeling chilly? Get him. One more. Sorry about that. I'll put you on ice.
Oh wow, we barely gutted it out,
What?
Nothing to it.
but we did it.
Oh, I
That
know
was
we
a
lost
masterful
because like
victory
the
over
score was
Phoenix.
horrific
The
last time I
flames it
checked, but did
conjured
we
were
even
so
score a run?
captivating. I could hardly
The
look away.
Marlins? No.
With an immortal ally like that at your side, you've nothing to fear. Not
Dude,
even
Gilbert is fucking dealing right now. Don't feel too bad about
death. I
that.
hope you won't mind my mentioning.
Gilbert
but
is just absolutely dealing at the moment, and hard to fuck with him.
I've observed that world intel collection is stalled of
I'll be right
late.
back.
I'm certain,
I guess all
however,
your
a
pictures are
veteran
hurt or
mercenary
something.
like
The
you would
announcers have
never
been talking about
abandon
that a
a
little bit.
task. I know you must be busy, but I'd
Well, the
appreciate
problem
your
is we
help.
only have one good pitcher, and he got hurt. So, because when we started the season 0 for 11, he was hurt then too. He played one game during that stretch, and in that game he got hurt, and then it was like, well, we're just fucked.
Cloud, have you heard of golden
But it was a
plumes?
minor injury.
They're
The
a
moment he
variety
came
of
back, we
chocobo
won our
feather
first
noted
game.
for their especially unique luster, and are used for both ornamental
19
and
left.
medicinal purposes. You should pick up any you find, as certain shops might be willing to trade them for goods. Before I forget, I was wondering if you might have time.
good
to
news is
study
we
the
get the
unique
twins at
feed we
home.
identified earlier. Engaging it
I wouldn't
may
even
yield
really want to
valuable
watch
data.
if we were playing the
While
twins
combat
on the
does have its
road.
risks, with due preparation, I'm certain you would be up to the task.
You wouldn't think that playing at home would make that big a difference in baseball, but for this team,
Have you
it
ever seen
really
a juvenile
does.
chocobo lingering in the vicinity of an old
Like,
stock?
they have been
Evidently,
awful
these locations still
on
have
the
a
road
particular
comparatively.
fragrance that attracts the adolescent birds to them. If you notice a stray chocobo, you may want to have a look around. You'll likely find a stop not too far from it.
It's on now. Now, burn.
Get him! Just hang on. I'm coming. This one's for you! Bring it! Gotcha! There! You're down! Come on! Finish him off! Ha! One more shot! Good luck! Why don't you lead the way?
Taking over.
It's fine. I'm okay.
Let's go.
All their talent is hurt, right, guy? The guy who won the Cy Young last year is out for the year, right? Or they had that one superstar pitcher. I don't know if he won the Cy Young last year. Sandy something.
And catch!
buzz off.
Bingo.
Deal with that.
All set. It's on you.
Let's do this.
Want this? There. Come on.
Allow me.
Oh, it's weak to like everything except electricity, which is what I assumed it would be. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Fudge.
Needle, it's on now.
Go on. That was close. Gotcha. Bingo.
Yesterday's game made me so sick I ended up canceling the stream. I was gonna stream last night for a few hours, but last night's game made me want to puke.
Bird. Let's do this.
Too easy.
First and third, no outs, top of the order coming up,
Just a little should help.
and the whatever the fuck guy the Marlins had coming out of the pen throws 9 straight strikes. Like, bite me.
You're done. Time to get serious. Time to burn.
That wasn't so bad.
Gotta stay.
Let me handle this. Damn it. I can't stay awake. Tagging out.
Hang back. Best do it right.
No, we can't. Yeah.
Now.
Man, what the fuck is going on?
Be careful.
Let's take this around.
Not looking good.
Hey. There. Go on. So can you take over for me? All set. Get him. Good luck. Here it goes. Bingo. Tagging out.
Let's do this. I won't give up. Come on.
Get him. That's it. Go on.
That's it. Now.
Gotta focus or it's over. Go on. Bring it. There. Now's our chance.
Enough.
That was close.
That'll do.
Bingo. Come on.
Fried chicken. Nice.
It's on now.
Get him!
That's it. See ya.
No surprises there.
Oh, Martin Jakobsen eliminated. In 20th. Oh, Ludovic is in this tournament. He's the only other big name off the top of my head. Although that does mean they're down to 2 tables.
Go on!
That'll do. Gotcha.
Here.
Burn.
That's over. That was close.
The offense just didn't show up. What else can you say?
Pay attention.
And they really didn't need to do that much to win that game. It would not have taken much to win that game yesterday. Any tiny scrap of competence after the second inning probably would have done it.
Gotcha. Let's do this.
We need to fire another hitting coach, I guess. The effects of firing the old one have worn off. We need another guy to fire.
Shatter.
Yeah, and the Rangers are winning too. It's like, knock it off. Hey, Bizzardo actually had a clean inning today, didn't he? How is he still on the team? How is Bizzardo still on the team? Oh shit. Helmuth lost a ton of chips. He is down to like 8. He's down to 8 big blinds. Now the good news is this is a very short stacked tournament. Like the chip leader has 46. So it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But he lost like half his stack in what must have been one hand for it to have happened that quickly. I really wish this was being streamed. He's probably like finding new ways to say fuck. He's probably finding some very creative ways to say fuck right now.
He is inventing new racial slurs as we speak.
That's it.
He's mauling.
His hair has completely disintegrated.
Come on.
You're right.
Yeah, so last time we hung out, I don't know if you remember this, but you, like, flipped your mouth on my nose. I don't know if you remember this. I just wanted to let you know that I was not okay with that.
What? I don't remember that.
Too bad.
I like those moments you can really tell the writers, the Smiley friends really care about what they write, even though most of the things that happen are goofy and nonsensical.
Right.
It's on
Ooh,
now.
check the moves. It doesn't matter what channel.
Calling fire. Going in. You're dead.
One more shot. Get him.
Gotcha. Enough. I'll end this.
See you around.
I gather from your expression that you're eager for more. By the way, Cloud, have you made any progress lately in the hunt for that proto?
I heard about that, Raga, yeah. But how does this affect you personally?
Found him. Where do you think these ones are off to?
My guess? The proto-relic.
Yeah. Be right back, guys. Okay. I are back.
Hey man, you remember that time that the Cowboys were playing the Niners, and there was like 15 seconds left, and they ran the ball,
Yeah.
and then they tried to spike it, but they couldn't because the ref was fucking with the ball.
Mm-hmm. An
That was
all-time
hilarious.
classic.
It was in the playoffs too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's great.
Hard to beat that one.
You know, choking a 3-0 lead is
Think about
up there.
There you go.
I gotta say, this is really bumming me out.
Could
What is-
Polanco be the number 2 if he figures out how to hit the ball again? Out. Helmut's out.
Oh
Out,
no.
out in 15th. Respectable
I don't know how
result.
this. Yeah, I don't know how this keeps happening with them, but
It's a
he,
it's a super turbo. Things go up and down so quickly. It's like you're not going to consistently hold serve at the top.
all right, well that makes sense.
The blinds go up so quickly. You're just kind of constantly bouncing back and forth. Mm-hmm. All right.
These
What
black
do we got here?
robes, they all smell the same, more or less.
Because of the Mako, you think?
Could be, but I doubt it. Their scent is, I don't know, heavier? To me, a person's scent is one of their most defining features. But all these
I've
guys
lost my
smell
precious
almost
piece of
identical.
cheese.
What do I smell like?
You smell like you. Simple as that.
And me? What? What? Do I smell like rotten eggs or something?
No one takes Alan's precious piece of cheese and gets away with it. Oh yeah, last episode tomorrow.
Following those guys to wherever they lead. Oh, robed guys, you must be cooking underneath those robes.
Yeah. All that black's gotta be stifling.
Oh, it is. Trust and believe. Hotter than a friggin' oven.
I still can't believe it.
So the
They managed to cross the
poker
desert
tournament I
with
went to
gas.
tonight,
Pretty
someone in the
crazy.
parking lot had a Cybertruck.
Not all.
A lot of
We ran
people were
into a
like
bunch
gathering
before you
around it
joined,
and
UV.
gawking at it and
In
talking
Midgard?
about it.
I saw my fair
It's
share
a
when I was there,
phenomenal
too.
conversation
Never came
starter
across
to
them
have a
before that,
Cybertruck.
though, now that I think about it.
Yeah,
Lived next to one
like
for a bit.
having a Tesla used to be.
Mm-hmm. It is a hideous thing. I have to admit. Like, it is an absolute eyesore. I cannot lie. Is the idea that it's like really tough and like something that can actually be almost like a weapon, or like I don't.
No, because it looks all kinds of fucked up like that. Like I know what you're talking about. It is really fucking weird looking. It makes you think that it's like a fucking APC or some shit.
Mhm.
But it's literally just Elon's idea for Tesla needs to make a pickup because people like pickups. So this is it. This is the Cybertruck. There you go. It looks like shit. And it's like, how fucking hard would it have been to just make something that actually looked like a regular pickup truck
What do you
that
think
people
they're
like,
pointing at?
except it's the Tesla?
Yeah,
There's a submarine
that
dock
has to
beneath
be
the
something
harbor.
better than that.
Maybe that.
I bet you that's where we'll find the proto-relic.
Oh,
Really, really
Make
fucked
us
up.
go and fish it out.
Simplest way inside would be by sea.
And Selena's got us covered.
Like, it would be one thing if you were like preparing for some kind of apocalyptic scenario and you wanted something that would be like really hard to damage and that you could drive through things. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Then it's just a really fucking ugly truck. Do the Mariners have Monday off, by the way, guys? Oh, okay. I was going to say we could empty the clip, but we cannot. Okay, Thursday. Alright. That's not too bad then.
Kinda in a rush, so...
It's on now. Now.
There!
Never again. Gotcha. Come on.
With ya!
It's over. That hurt. Now. Need a light? Let's do this.
No need to panic.
Okay, so Helmuth lost on the river to Ludovic Gaelic, who made a flush on the river when Helmuth had a pair of queens on the flop. So I'm reading the blog update. A classic Helmuth rant then ensued as the defending champ hit the rail in 15th. So hopefully somebody's got tape of this. Because I imagine whatever it was pretty pretty colorful.
No big deal.
Don't overdo it. Gotta be careful.
Not over yet. Hey! Don't give up.
Sloppy.
Get him! Fine.
You're done.
Gotcha. There. Come on. Go on.
You're out of luck. All done.
Dang, they're in here too?
In response to last night's illegal broadcast by the SRC, President Rufus Shinra held an emergency press conference this morning. In it, the president denounced
Hey,
the SRC
why don't I
propaganda
get a
and
Christmas
dismissed
card?
the
I
alleged
thought we
social
were
media as a
good
digital
friends.
fabrication. The company has launched an investigation into the individual who delivered the address, as well as the nature of the organization he claims to represent.
Hey!
Breaking news at this hour.
Stood up?
Nope. Waiting on you folks. Something I wanted to ask. About your mother. Her name's Ifalna, right?
Maybe. So what?
That sounds like a yes to me. I called it the second I saw you. Boy, am I ever glad I sent up smoke. Tell me, how's she doing? Good?
No. She's dead.
You know, the whole reason I joined Shinra was to become a pilot. But I wound up as a gopher for some lazy grease monkeys. Had me running around HQ fixing lights and whatnot. One time, though, I came across a pretty young thing with a little girl in her arms. That was you, wasn't it?
Probably.
You were knee-high to a tonberry. And I was what? Oh, it's a smogger, I'd wager.
Another real Dixon Uranus
Damn.
banger.
No longer with us. That's a crying shame. Truly. Hey, Missy.
It's Aerith.
Aerith, is there anything I can do for you? I want to help.
What? Why?
Just trying to do right by you.
Flying us around will be more than plenty. Thanks.
Then again, if you're just dying to help, you could take us to the saucer for free.
Free?
It's fine, we'll pay.
No, it's on me. When you want to head to the saucer, just give me a holler. Hey, good to go? Let's get a move on then. An 8?
Ooh, all right, Vincent, here we go.
You said that Sephiroth is your foe. I have a history with him. Unfinished business.
He bothering you? Want me to give him the boot?
I just sent you some funny stuff.
Try to
Let me
screw us
check
over,
this out.
and you're a dead man.
Please, take a seat.
Oh yeah, I saw this clip of the WNBA. He double dribbles twice
Do you
and
think
then
you can manage
travels.
8?
Ain't gonna lie. That's a tall order for
Are
most
dribbling
pilots.
rules different in the WNBA explicitly, or is it just
Lucky for
unspoken?
you, I ain't most pilots.
They're the exact same. This is just a case of yet again that there's just no talent. Keep in mind, because this is extra bad, this is the same broad who's also a rookie, and she's trying to sit there like, I'm better than Caitlin Clark, and I'm the reason that there's more viewership in the WNBA, not Caitlin.
Yeah, exactly.
Double dribbles
Hey,
twice
Sid,
and then travels for a
wondering,
mediocre
could you
layup,
tell me a little
and
more
that was
about my
like
mom?
Sure.
the highlight of their
I was
team this
greener
year
than
so far.
Mako when I met a Fauna. She took my heart for a spin.
Not you, Sid.
Somebody made the comment after one of her games where she shot 3 for 12 from the
Aaron.
field. It was
Yeah?
like Jonte Porter shot a higher
What
percentage
happened
than
to
you,
your
and he
mother?
was intentionally
She
trying
get
to
sick?
miss.
Doctors always said she had a weak constitution, and trying to escape
That's
didn't
pretty
help.
spicy.
I think she just pushed herself too hard. Also that I could be free.
I'm
I
sorry.
wonder how much,
At least she
I
went
wonder
out
how
on
much
her
money
own
Jonte
terms.
Porter
Did
was
she?
making on those bets.
Even if she
Could
did,
it have possibly been more than his minimum NBA contract?
Yeah. Thanks.
I would assume so, because he was getting paid like
Hey,
shit.
don't know if y'all heard. Wu-Tai's finally made a move against Shinra. Might be war. And as Midgar's been bombed
that's
to
not
hell
good
and back,
publicity
Shinra's
right
gotta be on the ropes.
Good.
War isn't worth celebrating. Ever.
Exactly. This'll affect everyone. For the worse.
It's like when Sephiroth shows up. Nobody wins.
On a related note, if war is officially declared, it will not be long before borders start closing. So, if you've got somewhere to be, you might want to get a wee shuffle on.
What the?
Sid? Hey, Sid?
I heard you the first time. Just sit tight. Everything's under control.
Sid?
I said just sit tight. This beauty's maintained by an expert and piloted by a professional. Y'all are in good hands.
I doubt that very much.
You sure? Because I think that was the engine.
Get off my ass and sit tight like I told you to.
But what's at altitude?
Oh man, we're screwed!
We ain't screwed, people.
Hey!
All right, brace for emergency landing.
Oh, shit! We're going in!
This Bronco's about to fuck! Any landing you can swim away from.
You almost killed us!
All right, chapter 12 it is, baby.
Okay, let's start her up. Sounds good.
Yeah, but the wings are still broken.
And what of it? Only one man has mastered the land, air, and sea. You're looking at it. You got that?
Okay, so?
So you can think of me as the captain of your ship. Strap on in and we'll punch through the chop.
Aye, aye.
Let's set sail. Straight through the ravine and on to Costa del Sol. And after that,
We hip it.
Sounds like a plan. We'll be there before you know it.
Let's set a course for Costa del Sol, sir.
Roger that. Full speed ahead.
Kate, mind filling us in on the Keystone before we
Oh,
arrive?
I see.
Gladly. About 20 years back, one of my more eccentric colleagues convinced the company to build a museum for his antiques. The Reliquary, they called it. Pretty cool, eh? Now, according to
Oh, Rosario. God, I remember Rosario. What team is he on right now?
company records, the Keystone was housed there.
Wait a sec. I thought you said it was at the Gold Saucer.
Aye, I'm getting to that. Been a threat. Where was it? Oh, right. So, the museum turned out to be a total flop.
On the Rays right now?
Closed as soon
Dang.
as it
Yeah,
opened.
I remember when he was on the Guardians.
Somewhere between cutting the ribbon and boarding up the windows, the Keystone vanished into thin air.
So it's not at the saucer?
Do you know where it went?
No, but I know a man who might. The former curator.
Deal.
Huh? How do you know that name?
Let's just say I've been around a while.
After the museum debacle, all Dio was demoted, only to be promoted again when the saucer took off. Made director in no time. A real riches to rags to riches story. All of which is why we're bound for the saucer.
Hey, Sid, did I hear right? You used to work with Shinra?
Still do on occasion. Them boys got... their uses?
That's gonna be a problem. You see, we don't take kindly to friends of the company.
And I don't take kindly to that tone of yours. Man who tries to lord his power over me is gonna wish he didn't. That's what's appealing about the skies. Got 'em all to myself. Rats can have their
All the
race in
rays
the
with
gutter.
Queen 10,
Never much
honey.
cared for the squeaking anyways. I miss the wild blue yonder dearly.
I hope Johnny's all healed up by now.
And that his hotel's found its, sea legs.
Fat chance. Kid
You know
probably
what? That's
got
a great
drifted
point.
again and is crying himself to sleep every night.
You know, this nonsense with the new Star Wars Acolyte flop kind of fucked themselves really hard on this one. Because Kathleen Kennedy and the other twats that are part of the writing Star Wars and everything, they keep wearing shirts that say the Force is female. But they just wrote an elaborate fan fiction and made us all watch it, where women have the ability to use the Force to impregnate each other. So if the Force can impregnate a woman, then the Force is male.
We sincerely hope you enjoyed your trip with us.
That's a very good point.
Cruises? I thought it was Bronco Airlines.
Not after his wings got clipped.
Seriously, we really appreciate you ferrying us around.
You're most welcome. Hey, y'all are headed to the saucer, ain't you? I might could tag along, take in the splendor. What do you think?
Of course.
Girl always knows just what to say. Am I right? Shall we?
Wait a sec. Where's Vincent?
Up there.
Another loner. As if one wasn't enough of a pain in my ass.
Yeah, one's more than enough.
Well, the next Star Wars movie is probably going to be the Rey trilogy. I really don't think it can be worse than Rise of Skywalker. I think that movie is a special level of incompetent. I think the next movie will be better than that, but hard for me to believe it'll be worth watching. Like, I'm not a big J.J. Abrams fan, but I cannot believe that he's actually incompetent enough to produce something like... Like, I don't even like Abrams that much, and I was disappointed in him, man. I was like, this is the best you can fucking do?
Reeks of sea salt, and not the fresh kind either.
80% of your movie's a fucking fetch quest?
Really?
Like, what the fuck?
Gramps told me about it once. Long ago, when most folks spent their lives at sea, a war broke out between some pirates. I mean, how do you think they came up with Pirates Rampage? It's based on a true story. How about it? Want to hear?
Yeah, why not?
Gather round and hearken to my tale. Before steel birds soared through the skies and tracks wove across the land, wooden ships were the primary means of travel. One such ship was crewed not by men, but monsters, hellions of the high seas. From the fires of war, these pirates emerged victorious, leaving crimson waters in their wake. But the world's oceans now his sole dominion. Their captain was declared the Pirate King. As for the king's treasure, ere his passing, he took his most prized possession, corded it, and sealed those pieces away, along with his 4 finest mates, to forever stand guard. Whatever he hid, this map should point us to the locations in which its fragments rest. The spell he used to seal them away seems to have broken as well. Though the Pirate King's treasure is now ours to seek, 4 ferocious fiends yet stand in our way. Doubtless, he'll put up quite a fight.
And I, for one, can't wait!
There was a Facebook post earlier, I think it was today. It was from a Star Wars fan page on Facebook, to be clear. So this was bragging. It said, every single episode of The Acolyte cost about twice as much as the entirety of Godzilla Minus One's budget. And it's like, you know, that's not something to brag about. It's really not.
Especially when Godzilla Minus One is making way more money than every single episode of The Acolyte combined is making. Like, they are losing their ass on this.
Yeah.
Big time. And they don't need to release anything to show that other than just watching Disney stock, which ever since the first episode premiered has cratered steadily. And then you figure how much the fucking budget is, and it's all like, well, this obviously people aren't watching that shit. When the first episode came out, Disney stock was at about 116, which was very near the highest point that it had reached since COVID, I think. There's the end of COVID and the big recovery, and it's been dropping steadily ever since. So that point that it hit a while ago, when it was like 118 or whatever, was the highest point that it had been at since the long decline since the COVID recovery started. And it has dropped since that point 20 points. Now it had a really nice rally today, otherwise it'd be under 100, but it's at 102 right now.
I wonder what happened today. I guess it's just kind of random fluctuation more than anything.
Yeah, because in Disney news, all the stuff that's coming out is stuff that's bad for Disney. Very bad. So. But at the same time, today was Saturday, so there was no trading. But anyway, yeah, it's totally fucked. But,
should split up to look for
I got this video. It was really, really funny to me.
You goofing off, so help
It's
me
in
out.
broad in this ridiculous getup, but the thing is, they're censoring it with a moving
Cloud,
little rainbow in
you
the
got a
video.
minute? There's something I failed to mention.
So they're
about the
censoring
Temple
it,
of the
but
Ancients.
what that's censoring
You
is
might
the
call
fact
it
that
a
it's
legend
just in the street
or
with
a
their tits
warning.
out.
You see, no one who goes into the temple ever comes out again. No one. And I'm wondering if you really want to take everyone to a place like that.
No, I mean, they have to do that
said
to
it
post it on
yourself.
YouTube, right?
It's just a legend.
I did.
Yeah,
aye.
but I'm not going to say
Let's
anything more
focus on
because I don't
finding
want to
Dio
spoil
and
the
the Keystone
comedic
for now.
timing of how it ends up going.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want you to watch that first because it's hilarious. This is the guy's freaking out. He's like, this is the state of today's pride, and these are the people doing all this crazy. Yeah, I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm like, of course.
Welcome to the park, everyone! One and all to the Gold Saucer! Do you like to party?
Well, anyway. Yes, the guy's asking the lady if she's got her tits out in that ridiculous fucking getup. And he's asking, what brings you to Pride, and he's talking, oh, well, we're here at New York City Pride because we're celebrating gayness and being queer and all this other crap. So it's all like, and how old were you when you realized that you were gay? And then there's like a pause for several seconds before she says, I'm straight. And it's like, yep, that's all this is it's an excuse for a woman to attention seek so that she could dress up like a complete fucking clown and then go out in public and shake her tits around. That's the entire point.
Now, you gotta admit, it's kind of an amazing con that we've convinced them that giving it away for free is empowering. Think about it like that. Oh my god, how do I get over there?
That space shooter coaster they got. It was more than enough war for me. Thank you very much.
Dude, you're literally living in our walls. I
like how they never did anything with that guy again.
You know he's gonna come back.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like that, they even brought the boss's weird little son back.
I got 10 G's, says Jimble's gonna win. And if he doesn't...
Anything I do now is on Glib's shoulders.
You know that little dance that Gleb does when he gets the part as Mr. Frog's replacement?
Yes.
That's actually underrated. That's like something that you barely even notice in the episode, but that's actually a phenomenal dance, I must say.
Yeah.
Let's make tracks, Kubo. And here we are.
Attention, Chocobo race fans.
A review I watched on YouTube pointed out that executive, the Mr. Frog executive, is like the only guy in the entire show who's drawn in a conventional way.
Good race?
Yeah, it'd be awesome if I could enter.
Yeah, fair enough.
As a jockey?
Like every other character is drawn in like a creative way, so it makes sense, right? Because he's the character who represents, you know, trying to suck all the creativity out of a piece of art to make it as marketable as possible. So it makes sense that he would be the one animated like a throwaway Family Guy character or something.
Right.
Thanks, and have a wonderful time.
Hey there!
You treating your chocobos right? Catch you later!
Which of these races will you be competing in?
Ooh.
We... eagerly await your return. Welcome, sir. We've been waiting for you.
Rapier ape. Oh, this is like Mario Kart. Your call is important to us and will be answered in the order received. Dude, first place must be a fucking mile ahead. Holy shit. I think I see him. Damn, man. That motherfucker is killing it. Alright, we did it. No problem. Tim, I gotta tell you, man, the world we live in genuinely scares the shit out of me, man. Oh, I kind of liked it when the guy came out of the egg. You didn't like that? No, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's like...
Oh, man. I saw on Twitter, some guy was like, it's genuinely fucking horrifying when you people are just as bad as Rick and Morty fans, because someone posted a clip of the homunculus hatching out of the egg to scream stop fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it, because they were using it as a reaction when people were fighting on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, hey man, don't be homunculophobic.
Yeah. I will admit, the Rick and mortification of smiling friends is kind of starting to happen. Like, you're starting to see it in, like, pop culture, like, people using it in, like, chalkboard art.
Right.
For their...
To me, it... Right. Yeah, I get it. To me, it doesn't matter what people do, what a fan base does. I don't care. I care about the actual product itself. And what happened with Rick and Morty, when it became incredibly bad, is because it got super popular like that. So what those retards running the show did is say, oh crap, well now that we're super popular, we gotta do what everybody's telling us. So they keep telling us that we gotta hire a bunch of minorities and women.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a comedy show, and you hire a bunch of women to be writers. So the first thing that one of the new women writers does is create a self-insert character to just go on long rants where she lectures Rick, and it's like minutes long as she's just monologuing, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is a comedy show. What were these retards thinking? And that was famously the Pickle Rick episode, which is seen by many as being the decline of the show, and it's been all fucking downhill ever since. So as long as it's just Zach and Chris and Tomar actually making the shit, you know, the guys that did Oni Plays, and it's just the Oni Plays animated series, as long as they continue to do the stuff and they don't bring in a bunch of new weirdos, then it'll be fine. But if they bring in a bunch of new weirdos because they like the money and the company says, hey, add these people to your writing staff, you gotta do it, then the show's fucked.
Right.
And I don't care if they make a Pim Funko Pop.
Dude, check the news. Doesn't matter what channel. Now get out there and make someone smile. We know we only hired you because of the spitting in the first place, but it's too toxic. It makes people think of Mr. Frog. Is the check the news, it doesn't matter what channel thing, like a reference to one of his bits on YouTube when he plays?
Yes, he did it a couple of times, but the most famous one is the one that I sent you of Lyle, they hit the Pentagon.
Wonder if I could use that in one of my ranked with the memes videos. Check the news, doesn't matter what channel. Like if the Seahawks ever took like a legendarily big bust or something, or made some like epically awful pick. Check the news, it doesn't matter what channel. Dude, no, you shit your pants and crash the economy in one day. I'm gonna be the money president.
Oh no, you guys, you got to give them money back
to the government. T stands for time to leave. Our first question is for Mr. Frog. Mr. Frog, why are you so evil? You have 1 second to respond.
Hello. That was such a good answer.
I like how he wasn't even angry that he was called evil. He was only angry that he got interrupted. Like he was totally fine being called evil. Yeah. It's like a lot of these comedy shows, like you were just talking about with Rick and Morty, but like Family Guy too, they're really okay with wasting the viewer's time sometimes, it seems like, you know?
Yeah.
And Smiley and Friends never waste your time because they have no time to waste because the episodes are half length. Boom, cough. That turn always gets me. Close. Yeah, doody doo, yeah, doody doo, doody doo. No, I really, really, really don't want S'more move. This cannot be undone. Don't worry, Pim. I can cheer you up. Da-da-dee-da-doo, da-da-dee-dee-da-doo, da-da-dee-da-doo.
Chris, who is Oni NG. Chris actually did the voice of S'more.
Yeah, I mean, don't those two guys do, like, most of the voices?
Chris doesn't do many of the voices. He works on the animation.
Mm-hmm.
Oni's responsible for like most of the 3D character designs that they did. He came up with like especially the Satan character.
Mm-hmm.
He works hard.
Oh my god, he is so far ahead. Cole Hamels officially retired? Yeah, I completely forgot about Cole Hamels.
Please remember that you are always welcome here, sir. I can't thank you.
I remember when Grant Hill didn't play for like 2 seasons, and then he announced his retirement because he was on an ESPN Talking Head panel. And they were like, so Grant, what are you doing here? He's like, oh yeah, I'm done playing basketball. They're like, oh, okay.
Attention Chocobo race fans.
How does it feel to be a ringless piece of shit?
Based.
Grant Hill was the original LeBron.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, something big is afoot.
Welcome to the
Especially the disappointment.
You were trying to be the hero, but at the end of the day, you were just another.
You got him.
Where would you like to go, Kupo? And away we go!
Welcome, cadets, to Space Ranger HQ.
Listen up,
Our mission today is a vital one, and we will need your wholehearted support to defeat the enemy.
Just so you know, Dio ain't here.
You and your squadron will lead our assault and break through the enemy's defensive lines. From there, you will strike at the very heart of their fleet in a bid to destroy their dread flagship. Your actions will decide not only the outcome of this war, but the fate of the galaxy. Space Rangers, ho!
Show these villains what it means to be a defender of the innocent. Missed the leaderboard again.
You're getting sloppy, that's why. You need to pay more attention to enemy behavior and listen closely for audio. We got talk about our
Like, imagine if somebody like Rasheed Wallace came out and was like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm retiring from the NBA.
Mission today is a vital one, and we will need your wholehearted support to defeat the enemy. The Gilgamesh army is amassing a fleet of star groups.
Wouldn't shock me if Sheed is like 380 pounds now.
Guy is actually in fairly decent shape for an old guy. You know, he's not like really ridiculously fat.
That surprises me.
Make us proud, Space Ranger.
Listen up,
Gotta
cadets.
check out the Coliseum
You're
tomorrow.
being deployed to Battle Square to attend tomorrow's...
He was literally sweating out donuts in Game 7 of the 2010 Finals.
And away we go!
Low-key, he was one of
Remember
the
when
best Celtics players in that game.
Have
Real.
yourselves a magical day!
I just always remember how he shit talked Glenn. 'Cause he was like, you know, Glenn said a lot of stuff to my face. He told me to go out there and shoot threes. He said that's important for us. So I went out there and shot threes, and then, you know, I was, oh, hey, good game, big fella. Yeah, you know, happy with you and everything. And then the post game, you know, he finds out that he's trashing him in the post game because his wife is like, hey, is your coach mad at you or something? What are you talking about? Turn on the news, doesn't matter what channel.
Musclehead Coliseum tomorrow.
If there's a dress rehearsal today,
And then fucking Rivers is up there like, yeah, I don't know what Keith's doing, but he's really costing us the whole series right now. And she's like, you fucking serious? Goddamn snake in the grass.
Musclehead Coliseum will host an epic contest.
Aha! Found him! Greetings, Mr. Director!
I'm sure he would have preferred that she'd
doesn't
made a
look
couple
quite
more threes than he did.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like she'd played fucking perfect, but,
Well,
Glenn's
if it isn't
definitely
our
a piece of
friendly
shit.
fugitives,
But if you got a problem
you're
with what
looking
somebody's
hale
doing,
and
you can't be
hearty.
the guy that told him to do
What
it.
happened to you?
And then, like, expect anything
I
other
made
than
a painful discovery.
people
that
getting
the
mad at
Turks
you.
are stronger than they look.
You, sir, should know better. You're no spring chicken. Speaking of old things, whatever happened to that wee keystone thingy?
We need to get our hands on it. Was part of your collection, last we heard.
It was, yes. And in fact still is.
Point of order. My ancestors owned it. Don't you think that makes me its rightful owner?
A Cetra, are you? That, my dear, is a bold claim. But still, who am I to dispute your heritage? You may, of course, have the keystone. That is, on one condition. You must take part in our exclusive event, the Fight for Naming Rights. Dio's champions versus the Corneo family. Should my team fall to those rogues, the gold saucer will become Corneo land. Flex it out! Training hard and getting those gains.
What's up, party people?
What's up?
It's a challenge from the dog.
Signed and
Come on,
notarized.
give the people what they want.
Take it.
Entertain.
But look at me. I can barely lift a finger. And here I was lamenting my lot in life when you came along. 'Tis fate. Nay, divine intervention. What say you?
It's like
Will
Kramer
you be
doing
my
karate
champions
against those little
and go to war
kids.
against Don Corneo?
I'll do it. I'll fight.
We win, we get the keystone. Right?
As agreed. You have my word.
Then we're in.
Then we have ourselves a deal. Naturally, I want you in peak physical condition for the big bout, so please use my hotel to rest up.
Great. I'll jog on ahead and tell the others then.
What the hell is Rhonda gonna do about all this?
She's gonna take...
Brittle houses in the sea.
Oil, coal, wind.
Dave's Chocobo!
My friends, are you sick of Shinra?
Alright.
That's great and all, but the poster's still crooked.
We're recruiting.
All right.
We got no beef with the SRC.
So, is there really gonna be another? Oh, hey, mister. Hey, Yuffie.
You guys are looking grim. Somebody die?
The grown-ups are saying there's gonna be a war soon. A real bad one, too. And because we're right below Junon, everyone's worried we're gonna get hit first.
Don't worry. Under Junon doesn't really have any strategic value. I mean, it would get taken along with the rest of the city. But so long as you don't piss off the occupying forces, they probably wouldn't beat the crap out of you.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen, because it sounds horrible.
More importantly, how long has it been since we last saw each other? We should make the most of this lucky little reunion.
That'd be great! But what should we do?
I've got it!
So Snopes actually posted an article today acknowledging that Donald Trump did not call neo-Nazis very fine people after Charlottesville. And the aneurysm that people had in the replies are pretty phenomenal.
I'm sure.
Absolute aneurysm. Okay, let's go.
You're gonna do great. Good try.
Thick, fragrant bush.
Nailed it. Good try. So close.
Merry Christmas. By helping Satan, you have proven yourself worthy.
By helping the evil
I didn't
devil.
know Mr. Dolphin could do that.
I just thought what time it was. I gotta get
I kind of want to be a dolphin trainer
Alright,
too.
yeah, I'm gonna be out of here in a few minutes anyway.
You know, all we really need is a
So,
couple
you
of
have a
super
good
duper
rest of your
powerful
night.
orbs.
I will see you
It
sometime
gives
later
Shinra
today,
and
I guess,
Sephiroth what's
actually.
coming to him, and then it's happily ever after.
Yeah, remember my work days are Sunday through Thursday, so.
Alright.
We hope you enjoyed the show. But
Yeah.
even if you didn't, you still gotta pay.
Yeah, take it easy.
That'll be 1 orb apiece, kiddos. Pony up.
What? But I don't have any.
What a ripoff! Hey! Without paying?
Thanks a bunch, mister. You better come back and put on another show sometime, okay?
Sure.
All right.
The best way to make tracks is on Chocoback. Chocobos for rent right here, folks.
Whoa! I'm in the presence of a wheelie master. I'm on the hunt for
This one.
love, baby.
Enjoy it. We'll see vegetables, or kick back with a cocktail crafted by their talented.
Oh man, this is impossible.
I'll show that toad bastard an ergonomic plan.
Oh man, you've got perfect timing. Want to go around against my little angels here? Name's Dokkacha. I believe in my cards and they believe in me. We're like a big happy family. You want to know how I got them to love me? With praise. You're so cute. You're so cool. You gotta show them every day how much you care. But I also want to tell them how strong and hardworking they are too, you know? Which is why I've been looking high and low for someone I can play against.
Alright, let's just try the base deck. Okay. Oh man, that one right there is going to be a pain in my ass. This might not work out, but yeah, that's not good. That's not what I needed. Oh god, he's got me boxed in real bad here. I might be able, as long as he doesn't... Okay, oh, No, that was actually awful. Yeah. Oh man, he had the perfect card for that situation. This might work. I might be able to just kind of like trap him on his side of the board. He probably has some pretty good cards he can play here. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's try this. And then maybe I'll get lucky and draw my fat chocobo here. No, it's not gonna matter. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that was not really what I wanted to happen there. Damn it. If my fat chocobo showed up there, that actually would have been played out perfectly. Oh, man. Come on, don't have anything. Don't have anything. Damn it. Well, if I draw... God damn it. Dude, why does the fat chocobo never come out when I friggin' need him, man? I mean, it's not bad or anything, but, like... Fuck. If he can, like... Okay, I mean... That's fine, I guess. Okay, maybe that's a good play. I might be able to win just on the bottom row. Let's see. Oh, there you are. Now I can probably just straight up win. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's actually kind of a blowout now, isn't it? Fuck yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's hard to really complain about anything, Big Country, right now. Okay. We got his ass.
No! My poor, poor babies! As much as I hate to admit it, it seems you have a much stronger bond
guys.
with your cards than I do. Just what do you say to them to get them to love you so much?
I will see you
So you let your
guys
actions speak louder than your words?
later today.
I see. By the way, on a completely different subject, have you ever heard of
Well,
the
let's
card,
let this
the
scene play
Shadow
out here
Blood
real
Queen?
quick. And then I'll
Apparently
get out
there's
of here.
only one. I tell you, if that's true, I hope I get the chance to see it in person someday. I bet it's the most beautiful card anyone's ever laid eyes on.
See you guys later.